I'm not surprised, mother.
What's up guys, Sal here. So if there's one device that single-handedly kickstarted the trend of large screen phones and was widely accepted as the first commercial successful tablet, it was Samsung's Galaxy Note, launched in 2011. Marked as a powerful device that bridged the gap between a phone and a tablet, it started a new era for smartphones, but at the same time was also criticized by the mainstream media and general consumers for being too large in size. But even with all the hate, Samsung stuck to its guts and pioneered what is now one of the most popular and successful smartphone lineups to date. The main attractive feature, apart from the big display, was the Note stylus pen, branded as the S Pen. While it wasn't the first smartphone with a stylus, it's one of the only ones to have still stuck to the trend even today. But things might change soon enough. Samsung might just replace the Note line with the Galaxy Fold in the not too distant future. Much like the original Galaxy Note, the Galaxy Fold also started a new trend of foldable smartphones that offers best of both worlds, a phone and a tablet. Much like the original Note, the Fold also faced severe criticism from people all over the world, but in spite of that, Samsung is sticking to its guts and putting resources into improving this tag. As a matter of fact, the sales of the Fold have been doing extremely well considering the new form factor and the insane price tag. Now Samsung is also working on the successor to the Galaxy Fold. No, the Galaxy Z Flip is not the real successor, it's more like a Galaxy S10e that folds. The real successor will have top of the line specs, and in fact we have some of the specs and features of the handset courtesy of reliable sources that paint a pretty good picture of what we can expect from this handset. First of all, the Galaxy Fold 2 will be launched in the second quarter of this year, which is between April and June. It'll have an 8-inch display, Snapdragon 865 processor, the ultra-thin glass, and most importantly will have the S Pen support. Now Korea Herald, which is one of South Korea's biggest news publications, is reporting that some industry watchers are speculating that the next version of the Galaxy Fold may gradually replace the flagship Galaxy Note series. We've talked about this in the past. Even Samsung CEO DJ Ko said a few months ago that if the Galaxy Fold becomes successful, then they'll think about fading the Galaxy Note brand. Samsung has sold 500,000 units of these phones already. People actually want to try this thing out, and as a matter of fact, people who bought the phone are loving it. They say once you use the Fold, you cannot go back to the regular phones. And this is with the current state of foldable phones, which are fragile in nature. The next versions will get a glass display, built-in S Pen, and a ton of new improvements, which will surely improve the user experience even more. So foldable smartphones are here to stay. In fact, they'll be as popular as our regular phones once they are able to bring the manufacturing costs down. The S Pen support to the Galaxy Fold 2 is an indication of things to come. The rumors, the reports of Samsung merging the Galaxy S and Note lineup has some solid ground to it, and considering the S and Note phones are becoming identical in specs and features lately, it'll be a matter of time Samsung will finally consider merging the two phone lineups. I'm not saying it will happen this year. I'm sure there will be a Galaxy Note 20 which will be launched in August later this year, but the merging will surely happen at some point, and when that happens, the Galaxy Fold will take the place of the Galaxy Note. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.